How's it going? So got something brand new here for you today. We have the Nobels ODR1 OVERDRIVE. Now Lancaster has just put a simulation out on this pedal yesterday, and I'm gonna run you through its paces, show you what it's all about. Now, for those of you guys asking, why in the hell would we put out an overdrive simulator? Two main reasons. Number one, this is the #1 selling overdrive on Thomann. It's pretty awesome. It sounds great. And the number two reason is because it's real popular with the LA session guys. So if you guys want to kind of get more of that overdrive sound you might be hearing on a lot of records, that's the pedal to get. So the ODR1 by Lancaster is pretty much this whole thing in pedal format, and it pairs up real nice with a bunch of different amp sims. I've got the Brainworks Friedman HBE set up right now, and you know, it's a really cool hot rodded Marshall kind of sound. I mean, Dave Friedman's a good friend. He builds amazing stuff. And I've got a Fender American Ultra Strat because we're going like full on retro hard rock and metal here. And just gonna play you guys a few little chords and whatnot and show you what this thing can do. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's the Friedman just kind of set up right out of the gate. But if we kick on the overdrive here, this becomes a very different beast. Yeah, it just kind of turns this Friedman into just a raging beast. I mean, again, we turn it off. It's got that nice Fender-y twang, but you kick this on, it's just like, holy crap. All kinds of fun. Now, what makes this a little different from a lot of other overdrive sims you might find? You got your typical drive level, all that stuff. We've been over this subject a million times, but we hit the little gear here. We get voltage modeling. We get tolerance modeling. And what that means is if you're going to use more than one instance of this in a mix, you're going to get slight variations from pedal to pedal, just like you would with the actual physical pedal as it comes off an assembly line, because resistors and capacitors can have variations from unit to unit. So we've kind of brought that into play in the software version. Very cool. Now we've got a voltage control here, so we can have our standard 9-volt. And that's great, but if we want more headroom, we can crank this all the way up to 18 volts. I know there's some guys out there who mod their pedals to do 18 volts just to give it a bigger signal. That's just all kind of thick and good. I like that a lot. But what's really cool is if we start dropping the voltage down below 9 volts, you get that kind of like sagging effect, and that's really popular with a lot of guitar players. If you get a 9-volt that's just starting to die, it gives you a much fatter sound. Cool, and we can drop that voltage down even more for a fatter sound, and we start getting into like stoner rock territory as we bring that voltage down. It's also gain compensated, so as you bring the voltage down, it brings the output level up a bit. So that's kind of a big thing. Like, we drop it down all the way, it gets pretty nasty. That's just all kinds of fun. Once again, we turn that off, we're back to the regular Friedman. We kick that back on and it's just like, wow, does it get nasty in a real good way. Yeah, that's just super cool. But once again, I've got a couple different presets set up here. If I want, you know, typical clean boost for a metal amp. Cool, and you got it. You got that sound just like that. Now, just to make things really interesting for all you guys who might be interested in getting this, for all you guys wondering, why the hell would I spend $47 on an Overdrive plugin? Well, if you grab it this week, what we're gonna do at Lancaster is we're gonna throw in my impulse response pack, and that gives you my Engel Pro cab, my Coffee Lungo cab, my Rev cab, and my cabinet that I recorded my channel's theme song on, The Eagle Has Landed. So if you've ever wanted to get that sound, just run a 5150 or a simulator into the straight 57 impulse, and there's your tone, just like that. We're gonna throw that in absolutely free with the Nobels ODR1 plugin. This deal is only available for the next week, so grab it while you can. All right, of course, the big test for anything is how well it works in a mix, so I'm bringing in the help of Jackson Ward and John Suki. You guys, if you saw my Clark Technique EQ evaluation I did a few days ago, you've already heard the track in mono for that. This time we're gonna hear it in glorious stereo with the ODR1 sim put up in front of Fluff's free amp sim, because I thought that might sound kind of cool. Let's roll it. So that's the Nobels ODR1 Natural Overdrive. It's available now, but if you grab it this week, you'll also get my impulse response pack with it for absolutely free. How freaking cool is that? Anyway, links are in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.